this video, we'll talk about everyday things you've been using wrong your whole life. What if I told you that you've been doing some of the most basic everyday things completely wrong? From ketchup cups to aluminum foil, we're diving into 10 things you probably use all the time, but in totally the wrong way. Trust me, you'll never look at your headphones or your toothpaste the same way again. Let's get into it.
Let's start with the 10th thing you've probably been using wrong your whole life. It's called ketchup cups. You know those tiny paper cups they give you at fast food joints? Most of us grab 3 or 4 and dip one fry at a time. But here's the thing. They were never meant to stay that small. They're actually designed to unfold. Just pull at the edges gently and boom, the cup expands like a tiny plate. Now you've got way more surface area for dipping. No more juggling multiple little cups. It's cleaner, smarter, and honestly, kinda satisfying. Now let's move on to the 9th thing. Headphones. Tired? Let's keep of the 9th thing appreciated out. If you guys are signed today's, let's keep care for you. You and I lied. Dear earbuds falling out while you're walking? Or at the gym? Here's why. Most people wear them by just sticking them straight down into their ears. But the original design, especially for standard wired earbuds, is meant to loop over the back of your ear and then into your ear canal. This makes them more secure and helps reduce strain on the wires. Next time, try it that way. You might be shocked how much better it feels. Let's go on to the 8th item. It's something you probably use every day. It's called the microwave. When reheating food, most people place the plate or bowl right in the center of the microwave. Seems logical, right? But it's actually the least effective position. The middle of the rotating plate stays relatively still, while the outer edge gets more movement and more exposure to microwave energy. So if you want your leftovers to heat evenly, place your food off-center. This small change makes a huge difference, especially for things like pasta or pizza. Let's proceed to the 7th item and learn something cool. It's called the Tic Tac box. Ever opened a Tic Tac box and had a whole avalanche of mints fall out? Here's a cool design trick you probably missed. The little groove inside the lid? It's actually shaped perfectly to catch one Tic Tac at a time. If you tilt the box gently and open the lid slowly, one mint will sit right in that groove, ready to be picked up. No spillage, no waste. It's controlled, elegant, and kind of genius. Let's proceed to the 6th item and give it a quick breakdown. It's something simple but super common called bobby pins. Here's one for anyone with long hair. You've probably been using bobby pins upside down. You know how one side is flat and the other is wavy? Most people think the flat side should go against the scalp, but it's actually the wavy side that grips the hair better. So the waves should be down, not up. Once you try it the right way, you'll notice a much stronger hold and way less slipping.
Let's go on to the 5th item and take a closer look. It's called the elevator close button. You rush into an elevator, press the close door button, and wait, and wait, and wait. Well, bad news. That button probably doesn't even work. In many countries, especially in the US, those buttons have been disabled for years. Why? Accessibility laws require the doors to stay open long enough for people with disabilities to enter safely. So while you feel like you're speeding things up, you're actually just pressing a placebo button. It's there to give you the illusion of control. Sneaky, right? Let's proceed to the 4th item and learn something kind of surprising. It's called the hole in pen caps. That tiny hole at the top of your pen cap. It's not a flaw. It's actually a life-saving feature. It's designed so that if someone, usually a child, accidentally swallows the cap, they can still breathe. The hole allows air to pass through and reduces the risk of choking. It's one of those little things you never notice. But once you know it, you realize just how much thought goes into even the smallest items. Let's move on to the third item and give it a quick explanation. It's called the pasta spoon hole. Ever wondered why there's a big hole in the center of your pasta spoon? Sure, it helps with draining water, but that's not all. It also doubles as a measuring tool. The hole is roughly the size of one serving of dry spaghetti. Next time you're cooking, try sliding dry noodles through that hole. It'll help you avoid making way too much or not enough. Let's go on to the second item and get a little more familiar with it. It's called the aluminum foil box tabs. You pull out a sheet of foil, and the whole roll comes flying out of the box. Sound familiar? Well, there's a super simple fix, and it's been hiding in plain sight. On both ends of the foil box, there are little tabs that say "Press here." If you push them in, they lock the roll in place. No more runaway foil. It's a tiny detail, but it makes a huge difference in your kitchen. Let's wrap it up with the first item, and this one might surprise you. It's called toothpaste amount. Every toothpaste commercial shows a thick, fancy swirl covering the entire toothbrush. But that's just marketing. Dentists actually recommend using just a pea-sized amount. That's all you need for an effective clean, and using more doesn't make your teeth any cleaner. In fact, overusing toothpaste can actually cause issues like sensitivity or even fluorosis, especially in kids. So don't let the ads fool you. A little really does go a long way. Now, before you go, I've got a quick question for you. How many of these were you doing the wrong way? Be honest and drop your answer in the comments. If you learned something new today, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe for more fun facts, and share this with a friend who definitely needs to hear about the ketchup cup trick. This is just the beginning. There are so many everyday things with secret features hiding in plain sight. Until next time, stay curious.